Alright, hey guys, got some bad news about my snakes, and well, let's just say this. Let's just look at her. Okay. That's funny. I checked on her and I was like, what is she doing? She's going in the shed. That's what she's doing there. Because I just filled the water bowls up, and I guess she's trying to just soak in it. So anyways, I have some bad news. I have to get rid of my snakes, just because of like family stuff, and they don't really like them, so I have to get rid of most of them, or all of them. I already have a guy looking to buy them, either today or tomorrow, but I am allowed to get leopard geckos. I guess, like, not really. None of my family members like the snakes, per se. So, gonna get some leopard geckos. And don't just think I'm just jumping to one reptile to another, because I'm not. Yeah, I still like leopard geckos. I still love snakes. As soon as I graduate college, and I have my own house, I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna have about like 40, and I'll still make videos. And you guys can look, I can like look back and be like, remember when I said that? And then you guys can see all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, so I'm probably gonna get, oh, he peed, that's why it smells. Okay. So yeah, that's some bad news, but I mean, at least I'm staying in the reptile community. I'm still gonna be making videos of my leopard geckos. If you guys don't know, I'm getting 2 sunglows, Tremper sunglows. Hoping to get the sunglow from David's Fine Geckos. That's a really cool looking sunglow. It's really a different pattern, different color. So definitely, I'm gonna try to get that if he doesn't sell it. But I mean, if worst comes to worst, he gets to sell it at the expo. And I mean, I'm not gonna be upset, because I don't mind him doing that, because I mean, if this guy doesn't buy it, then I'm gonna be out the money, and I'm not gonna have any money to spend on that. So therefore, he's gonna be out, and I don't want to mess up his plans and stuff, just because of my plans or whatever. So yeah, and it really sucks, because this is probably gonna be her pre-lay, her post or pre-ovulation shed, which sucks. So I mean, what can you do? I mean, it's life. So hopefully I can get some leopard geckos. I'm getting rid of the rack. I'm getting rid of everything besides my thermostat, because I need a thermostat for the rack I'm building for the leopard geckos, because I'm selling everything as is. So I mean, what can you do? And I have really bad news too. My Kenyan Samboa got out. I mean, it's just one thing after another. Well, today is feeding day for her, and I opened up her cage, and this lid, I was like, this lid wasn't like all the way on, like it didn't latch, and now it's like stuck, but it was like this, and I just lifted it up. I'm like, oh no. And I could tell her, because she usually, this is in my room, and I bring it in here for her feeding. And then I was like looking around, and I picked the thing up, and nothing was in there, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I looked around, and she's gone. And the bad thing was, a few days ago, I saw my cat chewing on something. I didn't know what it was, so hopefully it wasn't that, because then I'll be really upset, because I really did like my Kenyan Samboa. Had her when she was like this big. She got to be like almost 1.5 feet. Yeah, so I mean, everything's going bad for me right now. But I mean, what can you do? It's just life. So I'm gonna get a leopard gecko, which is good. At least I'll still be in the reptile community. Gonna get a male and a female. Might get 2 if I can sell my dirt bike. I actually have like 4 people interested in it. One has to sell the dirt bike. One wants pretty low, so I'm not selling it to that buyer. So I'm just gonna wait till the right person comes, and just ride the wave as it comes. So if I can sell my dirt bike, I'll be getting another leopard gecko, because I had to build a rack, buy male and female, and they're not that cheap. The male I'm looking at from David's Fine Gecko is $200 shipped. The other one will be like $225 shipped. The female is looking to be $225 shipped, so that's like $450 right there. And then I had to build the rack, get the heat, and all that, because I had to sell this heat tape that's all the way back there, because that's 11-inch heat tape, and that's like, it's 11 inches wide by a foot long, so that wouldn't fit in anything. And I'm actually gonna go to Lowe's either today or tomorrow. When I meet the guy, I'm gonna go before, and then I'm gonna pick up the thing after. I'm gonna build one of those ones. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, but like the ones, like the plastic ones that you can just like, it's like space, it's like 4 shelves, and then you can just like push it down or like cut the thing in half. I might get a steel one, because you can just move them down, and it will just work better. So I might just do that, or I'm just gonna get some wood and get some dimensions. I might buy a 15-quart tub or 16-quart tub today or tomorrow, and check out the dimensions and see how much, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have two, let's say cut this in half. I'm gonna have two here, and then I'm gonna just build that, because I think the David's Fine Gecko's design isn't gonna work, which really sucks, because personally I really wanted to do that. That would look really, that would be like fun for me too, and it would be like helpful to the community. But I mean, if I can do it, I'll definitely do that. So I'll definitely be able to do that if I can. So yeah, really sad news. But like, I mean, you just gotta think of the positives, I guess. So even though there isn't really, the cinnamon male, he's doing good. I told the guy he had bruising on him, and I told him I took him to the vet, and I have the vet builder's proof, so that there's nothing like holding the guy back. But he says he has to get off work today, and we might be able to meet today. But this is a crappy rack. I don't know why he would want this. I told him I could throw it in for like $50 or $75. And he's like, alright, I'll take it. But I'm like, alright, well, the back is duct taped, and it's like being held in by duct tape. And he's like, that's fine. So I gotta put it on the trailer, I gotta strap it down, gotta make sure everything's fine. I might get there before him so I can hit the sides in, because the nails might come out. I'm not keeping these guys in the rack, if you guys are wondering that. I'm gonna take all the tubs out, put them in my trunk, put them in different pillowcases, and they're gonna sit in my lap. And yeah, hopefully the rack will stay intact, because if it doesn't, then I don't think he'll be able to get them, and I won't even be able to house them in my house, because of it just being like, because this is what they're in. I don't have any other cages and stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, I think it's so funny how she's laying in there. She's getting out of shed, or going in the shed. So yeah, bad news, but I mean, what can you do? I have to find my Samboa, because she's like one of my favorite snakes, even though she bites me all the time, because she's little and I don't really handle her. But I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I had a huge snake book about like this thick, and I went through it about 100 times just finding, and I wrote down what snakes I wanted when I was older, and one was a Canton Samboa, and that was my #1 on the list. And a few, like 6-7 years later, because I had that book when I was like 8 or 9, and it's like 7-8 years later, I found that Canton Samboas are being captive, or like they're being hatched out in the United States, and they're being like captive bred and captive born or whatever. And so I was like, I have to pick one up. So I mean, that's like, that was just a really cool thing to have. And I mean, I don't know, but if I can't find her, I don't know. It's gonna suck. So they don't mind me having her. If you guys are wondering, then because this is. I don't really know. Like, they just don't like the ball pythons, and they think he just gets bigger than what they is. I'm trying to educate them, but whatever. In the same boat, I mean, it's in my room. It's like, it's small. I mean, it's just easier, I guess. So, alright, just a long video today. So, and I uploaded a video about an hour ago before I found it, or like, I knew about it, but I just didn't want to tell you guys until it was right, so, yeah. This could be the last video of the snakes. I will make videos, though, don't worry about it. I'll still make videos about stuff. Still about reptile stuff, so if you guys don't unsubscribe, don't do anything. But my YouTube channel is being weird, and I don't know, I think I might have to, like, delete it, and basically give a shout out to myself to get to a new channel to get my subs sort of back. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because my view counter and all this stuff is going bad. I got my sub box to work, which is good. So alright, this video is getting really long. I don't think, if you guys watch the whole thing, greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, so bad video, but sad video. So alright guys, see ya.